Alright, Giant Slayer. Like, the tools are clear. We have a good way to get rid of a lot of health and then kill them fast. But we're investing heavily in that early, so like we're gonna run into those problems. So we just need to choose our floors more carefully. Giant Slayer. Every floor from 5 and on will have a giant monster. Take Fireball. I like Magic Missile, but we've had a lot of Magic Missile recently. Bang, bang. Bang. Okay. We're definitely gonna want Blink and or Disperse. They are good spells. Exotic Pets. Glassy Face Staff. Whenever a glassified enemy takes physical damage, it is unglassified, and a glass fairy is summoned. I mean, Explosive Spore Manual on a floor 2? Do I dare to dream? I don't know if we'll be able to do it in Giant Slayer, but that has the start right there for a very fun run. And of course, it's on a floor where everything's made of fire. Very funny. It makes Poison Sting into a Giant Slayer. They will blow up a lot. We'll probably want to take Combust Poison and actually invest in upgrades. Stun target, heal allies. The explosion applies poison for half the fire damage. Which is nice, because we can make it explode multiple turns in a row that way. We do it. Explosive Spore Manual. Poison Sting. Bang. 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 Boop. Boop. There we are. Excellent. We'll walk a little slow, but like, Explosive Spore Manual on floor 2. That is so nice. Arcane spells and skills get 50% more damage. Robe of Twilight, Tundra Mantle. I think I'll give this a reroll, although a heart would be nice. But now there's certain things if we could find, I'd be very excited about. Let's just go for a heart. Orcs aren't that bad now that we have Explosive Spore Manual. 3 spell points. On. There we go. The explosions are nicely sized. Let's go all the way around the Pokeball. Go for killing more than one thing at a time, ideally, or use our fireballs to wrap around corners. Giant Slayer is starting on floor 5. Every floor will have a giant boss enemy for us to fight. Sounds fun. Damn. I still want my soul tax, though. But I could just take Annihilate for now. Your word hinges. This has to do with being indecisive. The Dark Staff. Blast Maker. Sorceress Disc. Dark Shields. Reroll. Reality Anchor. Let's go for a heart. Check out the witch spawner first. Not the spell I was looking to cast there. Whoops. Toxin Burst goes pretty hard, I bet. Great for whole big crowds. Like, I could buy that right now, but I'd rather find out what my next floor is going to look like first, you know? That way, if it seems like it's a good idea to invest in, Bang. Bang. Invest in, Soul Tax. Since we are dealing with huge health pools on the large guys, that's a nice way to just deal with the problem. Not that you need it now. Yeah. Sorcery Staff. Oh my god, but a Tree Lord Staff. I mean, the game's giving it to me. This is not us engineering a broken run. This is us finding a Tree Lord Staff and having Explosive Spore Manual. This is totally on the level. You put it next to it. Oh. It is not a boss I want to fight right now, mind you, but this is kind of exciting. I do have a teleport. Like, if I just spawn in, grab it, teleport away, every turn we'll be making friends. It's a free treant every turn. Every turn it's a free treant. We are like a souped up treant spawner if we take this, with a cooldown on summoning of 1. And through the power of duplication shrines, that could only go up. I must. I have no choice. It's too funny to not try. Shielded warp. The thing is, if I do shielded warp, I'm gonna teleport a treant away. Like, it will say multiple treants away. They'll guarantee they're gonna land near Shrapnel Beast. They attack Shrapnel Beast, and they immediately take 8 damage because of his reflective thingy there. So the shields go away when they attack, and then they're just gonna die. I don't know if I want to do that. I'm still definitely here, and I already took it. The question is where I'm gonna go from here. We're gonna teleport away. But I still might just want to take... He has no resistance to Dark or Holy. And I can remove 2/3 of his health, essentially, if I just invest in Soul Tax, which also heals me. Protective War. 3 shields. They actually get 3, not 1. I'm still not sure that's how I want to proceed. 37 health is 8 damage. Yeah, at a boss that has 8,000 HP. That's a lot of treant action we need to get through that health. Alright. Either way, we are teleporting away. That's true, we can go for Sonic Shielding as a long-term investment. But I'm just thinking about how many resources I have, what spells I have, and how long it will take to kill something with 8,000 health that has a 4-tile wide, like, just 16 damage AoE on him. He has Shrapnel Blasts. He's a scary man. I was getting Thunder Strikes over 500 damage. Rain of Thunderbolts is an incredible spell. I've had a lot of fun runs with Rain of Thunderbolts. But step 1 is just put some distance between the problem and me. He's not immune to poison, so we could still, you know, shoot him. Yeah, no, he's a scary man. My treants are not how we're gonna win this fight. My treants are mostly just a fun thing that we're gonna be doing. Because now we could take so many different things. Like Searing Heat and Melting Armor would be very fun. I do think we're gonna go for, like, Sonic Shielding and stuff like that, because if we look at Sonic Shielding, I believe it does physical damage. And through Melting Armor, like, every turn, we could just reduce everyone's physical resistance. It's a sorcery spell that we can use to do some damage and get Disintegrate. Like, we could just melt a lot of stuff. But for now, let's head over here. Start generating my little army. Do, 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 do. And what an army it is! Like, this will at the very least slow down the encroaching problem. Yeah, I could blow up my own treants in very short order. But the aggro pull is more than enough to make me happy. And I'm definitely taking soul tax. That is just so much health this guy has. Problem is I have to get relatively close to make this work. How much damage will one poison sting do here? That's a decent chunk of damage. And that's why we take soul tax. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. We found both parts of our theory crafted, like, this is wildly hilarious automated summoning builds. The zero spells builds. That's amazing. And we're doing it in a challenge run. Even more excited. I am mother of trees. Mercurize. Moonglaive. Not slimy voodoo mantle. Toxic Embers upgrade. Was that the one we were talking about before? Wait, no. Fire, nature, combust, poison. Yeah, that's the one we were talking about. Moonglaive with the Glaive Warden. Is that the one where... Glaive Warden, Glaive Warden... Moonglaive gets +1 damage each time a living or... Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That'd be very funny. And it's a free one, so I don't have to worry about, like, burning through some of the mana I want to spend on other fun. Immune to poison. But our Moonglaive will do so much damage. And we can just annihilate the vampires before things get out of hand. I invite you to blow up. Whoops. Make sure he doesn't get away. Just watch my army slowly grow. Yeah. Fireball action for you guys. Only got one vampire left. It would be wildly irresponsible to do it, which is probably why it's definitely going to happen, but I'm thinking I might try and, like, really focus on spending a lot of spell points on skills that are automated with this book. It's a very funny thing to do. I love doing that kind of garbage. Yeah, like, my absolute favorite part of roguelikes in general is this kind of stuff. Like, discovering fun automated synergies you could build. I absolutely adore that kind of stuff. Alright, see, I'm pretty sure you can handle the rest. I'm just gonna stand here. Just poop out an endless army of trees. Oh, I love this combination. Okay. So obviously, if we want to heal myself and all of my trees for 5 health every turn, it's very easy to set that up right now. Yes, we are not going to be going... Like, last time when we did the theory builds of what we're doing right now, we took Thorn Garden. But we don't want to do that. It gets in the way. It's not really that defensive. It's funny, but I don't think we want that. But, like, natural healing is... We heal for 5 every turn. Every tree's gonna heal for 5 every turn. They have their own healing already. We could pair that into Hemo Corruption. Like, there are so many funny skills we could take. And then, of course, we're definitely gonna want Searing Heat. Void Flame Lantern is such a good grab because it's gonna go up every single turn. Same thing with the other lantern, Life Spark Lantern. Like, this is only gonna go up every turn. Alright, what are we looking at first before I choose what I'm grabbing? That's a portal key from me, I think. Ruby Hearts, Ruby Hearts. Alright, let's reroll. If I can find a miniaturization shrine from my wand or a duplication shrine from my book, 100% gonna do it. Oh, it's a miniaturization shrine. We are blessed. Blessed. Okay. Like, I am very excited that we found a miniaturization shrine. Let's see. The bag of bugs is immune to poison, but the flies that come out are not immune to poison. I might take Poison Burst just to start crowd control. Not that we need it too much because we have so many treants pouring out of us, but all the same. Might not need it though. Blowing up a dog is going to do plenty of damage to the bugs. And we have treants pulling aggro. This is like the least scary large enemy we could run into right now. Fire Wizard ain't bad either. Soltex. 1, 2... 2 tiles diagonal. Can't quite reach you, but if you take 1 step down, I'll be good. Fire protection, Fire Drake. I do want you to die quickly. Like, I just want to get you out of the picture right away. That way I don't have a bunch of stuff with fire immunity. Just 1 spell point real quick. Bye. Oh yeah. Poison Stick. Poison Stick. Good day to you. Alright, let the wall of trees start growing here. Just pick off the hounds. Fireball. Yeah. Alright, what do I want my first thing to be? We could start the healing engine. We could start making flies, but we already have minions. I might just take Void Flame Lantern. That's just 12 free damage going off randomly every turn. And we could scale up the amount of damage it does. Yes. Give him the pew-pews. It's so good. It's so good.
Hey!
What's going on, Bankai? Mini Tree Lord Staff. Chalice of Dragons, Bramblethorn, Wound Rot. Maybe. Maybe we'll take Wound Rot. Right? Like, that's exactly what I'm thinking. I think the, the possibilities are quite high for some shenanigans if we take the Wound Rot Amulet. And we have a Nature Staff here. Summon allies, deal 6 poison damage to melee attackers. Classy Fae. Alright, Wound Rot Amulet is very funny. Yes. We have to. Like, we have to get Disintegrator. We could automate just so... Oh, God. Honestly, I think this is fine. This run looks like it's gonna get really disgusting really fast. That's the hope. That's the hope for every run of every game I ever play, though. I'm trying to decide between taking Wound Rot Amulet immediately and just letting the fun begin. But then we're like in melee range, it can get a little messy. Or we take the Glaive Warden and like really let the damage skyrocket on this thing. Like with Glaive Warden, it's literally, it's going to go up in damage 1 a turn without fail. And that's at the moment. It's only going to go up. Like, if we find a Duplication Shrine, that's 2 damage per turn, the entire floor. There are so many fun possibilities. Well, I don't need the Wound Rot Amulet to start. Like, this guy's immune to poison anyway. So, we have a very interesting situation going on here, Bankai. We are doing a challenge run called Giant Slayer, where every floor from 5 and on has an additional giant monster, so a 3x3 monster on every floor from 5 and on. However, we did a Theorycraft run the other day where we put a custom game together and we explored just how gross you can get with Explosive Spore Manual. And we happened to find Explosive Spore Manual on floor 2. And one of the things that pairs with Explosive Spore Manual to be gross is Mini Tree Lord Staff, because Explosive Spore Manual will cast a spell called Combust Poison every turn for free, just period. It's happening every turn. It is a level 3 nature spell, so every turn, if we have mini Tree Lord staff, well, Tree Lord staff, we miniaturized it, we summon a treant for free. So I can show you just by existing. I am just constantly ejecting living trees from my anus. Just pooping them out. And there's a lot of skills that you could take to hook into that engine, such as Void Flame Lantern, because Combust Poison's a fire nature spell. So every turn, I am adding 3 turns, so it'll never be below 3. It's only going to go up of Void Flame Lantern, and that's doing 6 arcane and 6 fire damage every turn. And there's like a bunch of other stuff that we're going to hook into this engine. So like I have spells, but like it's not even a theory. We have done this to make sure it can work. We could do like the rest of this game with no spells. It is completely doable. We've done this with no spells. So like I've done this as a spellless run. But in the real world application, you cannot do it spellless because floor 1, the cheapest skill is 4, so like you can't do it. If you had 1 more spell point on floor 1, you could do it, but you can't. Can't in reality. And also, you would need to get the explosive spore manual on floor 1, so it's not actually possible. But it could be. There could be. There could be an Archmage trial where you start with 4 spell points and an explosive spore manual and nothing else, and you just let the player figure it out. That's a freebie for you opportunity. But I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this floor right now. But anyway, that's the crux of what we're doing. But yeah, Glaive Warden would be very fun, and I think I will do it. Boop. Boop. And of course, again, we want everything to hook into this manual. Glaive Warden gains +1 damage for every living minion we summon, and it does 7 damage, and 7 physical, 7 arcane. We pass a turn, do an 8 and 8. Every turn it's gonna go up. Take out the AoE monster first. And then we take Wound Rot Amulet. So anytime someone has poison, they automatically explode. So if my tree hits somebody, they'll be poisoned and explode. Which won't happen to skeletons, but will happen to this guy. Sadly, my trees don't fare well in fire. My Moonglaive is now doing 40 and 40. Only mildly busted. Once again, I simply need to exist here. As that guy just constantly explodes. The tower doesn't. There's another boss that's like a giant humanoid-looking skeleton. Well, like a skull with a pile of bones underneath it. That one turns into a bunch of shamblers. Moonglaive is currently 80 and 80. 81 and 81. Goodbye. It reset my count. I'm just curious. I just chill out here for a moment. 238 damage. A sorcery staff. Red Majesty, Blast Maker, Holy Staff, Lightning Staff. Red Majesty requires a thing we're not doing, right? Yeah, blood spells. Now a sorcery staff, though. 50% more damage. 2 more range, increased radius, number of targets goes up. I like sorcery staff. Sorcery staff is just good times. Oh my god. Like, as I was talking about my sorcery staff, I was like, but wait, mantises are living, aren't they? And then you sent your message. Oh boy. Yeah, we have to take a mantis maker. Ultimate Troubler is immune to poison and has 1,000,000 shields. Now hold on 1 second as well, because how powerful can a glaive go? I think we're gonna see some interesting numbers on Moonglaive today. Some interesting numbers on Moonglaive. But yeah, we could take the healing version of Combust Poison. So our trees will just heal through their damage. And then we take, of course, Hemo Corruption. My god. This is one of those situations where, like, if there was an endless mode or a way to loop the run, my god. I would be in here for hours. Do you like this game? It's alright. Yeah, obviously I like this game. I really like Rift Wizard. Quite a bit. Quite a bit, I would say. I had a hunch. Mantis Maker. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. Do 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 do. Yeah, it's your fault. Are you immune to poison? Of course you are. Alright. Definitely take acidity here. Ultimate Troubler, you're really bumming me out here. Come over here. There you are. $54. Moonglaive is at what? 70 and 70 already? Oh, I see. I got moved. Ugh, explosions are a problem, though. Let's go ahead and heal. Not cool, bro. How are you doing? Just fine. Just give me a line of sight on the problem. Good day. Yep, I do want to deal with that as well. you troubler. He's troubled me. We're gonna want to get Blink sooner or later. Thanks a lot, buddy. Just thank you so much. I didn't want to actually reach my destination. Thanks, buddy. Oh my god, you're so annoying. Take the long route. Once these once these dogs are dealt with. $197 and $197. Alright, I'm gonna proceed to exist. You guys try and get to the Troubler. Wait. It won't do... Actually, it'll burn through a decent number of shields, right? There we go. 30 some odd shields. That'll speed life up a little bit. Live the dream of killing Mordred twice with a single spell cast. If we can get the true engine up and running, which is we walk up to a thing with a huge amount of health and we cast Soul Tax, which will do like a couple of thousand damage. That will translate into so many ticks of Disintegrate, which will turn into so many ticks of Wound Rot Amulet, which will turn into so many ticks of Explosive Spore Manual. We could erase people. Whole floors will disappear. Guess it's not ticks of Explosive Spore Manual, but one very large tick of Explosive Spore Manual. What's that? A fire redeal hat, you say? It's a level 4 spell. So, poison doesn't stack. That's sad. Well, for 7, I can make it so at the very least my people don't blow up constantly. Natural healing. I mean, I'm taking natural healing no matter what, but I can get that off the ground right away. Fire damage redealt as ice, or fire damage redealt as poison. Either are fine. Really, just having fire redealt will be a lot of fun. If we are gonna do like Hemo Corruption, and then... Sorry, I'm just vibing with music. It's good music. I should get some health soon, though. I want to take out Yggdrasil fast. It's gonna be ticking through my health. But it should be pretty quick to kill. Want to see some Despots game? Has that gotten any updates at all? Oh my god. I love when I misclick on spells. Gets regular updates. But like when you say updates, are we talking like new content or the fact that it does like the ladder resets? All right. How did you get in front of me? By teleporting. It was a trick question. I knew exactly how you did. Hey, the spiders, please. Yeah, we do kill our own units quite often here, but whatever. Mostly balance changes. Yeah, we can revisit that one at some point. I enjoyed it. Okay. Maybe fire redealt as poison, since we're already doing some poison stuff. Or maybe flame as ice, so we get a damage type that we're not going to be investing in all that much. Yeah, ice. Poison. I can remove poison resistance. I can't remove ice resistance. Let's take poison. That way, if we really want to watch something blow up, I can make it happen. Going to Hisi base with 400 HP. If you want an easier Hisi base experience, head to the left or right from the top and just follow the wall down. Especially if you have like any digging spells. It kind of limits your exposure to trouble. I want a portal key because I would really like to find a duplication shrine for reasons. Alright, I know I said I was gonna take a healing thing, but I'm gonna take Disintegrator. Just to see how much damage we could do. Like, we have trolls with 30 health. You're at 2,700. Hello thing that has 9,000 health. Click, click. Pull the trigger. Oh. So he instantly removed every enemy that wasn't a giant enemy. They're gone now. They're just gone. So, yeah, that worked out. Moonglaive instantly jumped up a decent chunk. Cinder is so good versus shields and spawns. It's one of my favorites. Like in Rift Wizard 1, Disintegrator Shrine was like a de facto, like, oh, there's a Disintegrator Shrine, you go there. You never passed up a Disintegrator Shrine. So it's still quite powerful. Unless it's Troll Path. I mean, I guess still even Troll Path, because you only have the one choice in where you're going, so if you see a Disintegrator Shrine, you're probably going there. Unless you have a Disruptor. Moonglaive doing a light 176 times 2 there. I'm always pro blow up the sub. Bing. All right. Jar of Embers is kind of great. That would solve some of our we're blowing up our people problems. And also Bramblethorn. Damn it, there's so much I want. Oh no. You know what? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. As long as I cast Soul Tax right quick, the problem solves itself. Problem solved. Where'd all these blood slimes come from? I don't remember signing off on this. You a fire? Okay, good. You're nothing now. Are you? You're a slimy vampire. No wonder. Must solve this problem. Problem solver coming in. 290. A fair amount of damage there. Look out. This Moonglaive is hilarious. The numbers involved. 372. Hi, friend. Don't mess around with those slimes. I fear nothing right now. Oh, there's another vampire. What's going on, 421? Okay. I mean, how could I say no to Jar of Embers? Because now we get burning trees, which no longer take double fire damage. They're not immune to fire, mind you, but at the very least, they're not taking double the fire damage. Pyrostatic Curse could be very fun. I love you, Hallucinogenic Spore Staff. I love you so much. But Mantis Maker is so funny. But Hallucinogenic Spore Staff is also funny. There's also one other possibility here. No, it's whenever we cast a Chaos spell. If I could somehow attach that to our good friend, that'd be very funny, but alas. Do Hallucinogenic Spore Staff. We could make it so everything is raged all the time, basically. Whenever poison's inflicted on an unpoisoned enemy, they're berserked for 3 turns. Like, when physical damage happens, they become poisoned. I can just... Like, we lose out on the mantises, which are very good for scaling up my damage. But that's a free... That's a free Chaos spell that works better than a Chaos spell. All the time. Like, Toadthorn's nice, but... Like, anytime they take physical damage, that would stack. It just slots in so well. Toadthorn requires our minions to get hit. Like, that's reactive. This is proactive. And I kind of like the idea of a floor starting with me casting Soul Tax, everything on the floor taking multiple individual ticks of physical damage, becoming enraged immediately. We won't make our mantises anymore, but like, boy howdy. I don't think it matters at that point. Natural healing keeps my guys going. Although, now that we're doing physical stuff, every turn we do 1 point of damage. Melting Armor. I think I just want to take Melting Armor immediately. Yeah. Alright, alright. And if I'm gonna lose my Mantis Maker, we could just replace it with Lifespark Lantern here. Every turn you have an active Lifespark, summon a Lightning Bug. There we go. Solves my problem. Is the chest close to the thing I want to hit right away? Alas, not. I think I'm going to take it and just teleport over and immediately soul tax the big man. I would like to witness the chaos. Hallucinogenic Spore Staff. Boop, 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 boop. That said, I should probably get myself a nice teleportation spell soon. Soltex. Ba, 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 ba. Of course, everything died, but the things that weren't immune to physical and managed to survive did go according to plan. Ba, 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 da, ba, 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 ba. Fired and I missed. Hey, buddy. Well, I'm just gonna exist and you guys die. There we go. Yep. do 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 do. Paralyzing Venom's another funny thing we could throw into the mix, but I think I want to take some Earth Wrath, maybe? Probably Hemo Corruption, right? Natural Healing and then Hemo Corruption is my next two. Not that like we're already winning so fast. Robe of Fire. Healing. Translocation spells. Do 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 do. I would really like to find a duplication shrine. Like, so much do I want that. Annihilator Staff is also very funny. But I feel like Hallucinogenic Spore Staff is the funnier choice, right? This is a tough choice. Do, 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 do. Hold on. Annihilator Staff would cause a loop, because the physical would inflict poison again. That is why it's funny. Like, Berserk is nice, but I love looping damage. The thing, like, we just tried the Hallucinogenic Spore Staff. Most things die. So, like, it'll be great for larger fiends, but Annihilator would also be very funny. What's going on there, Mr. Axiom? 2 physical, 2 fire, and 2 lightning damage to units before they would be damaged by your sorcery spells. Every turn we're going with our manual going off, which is very funny. So they would take that, it would reduce their fire resistance immediately. They would take more poison. I feel like, is this funnier? I think Annihilator Staff is funnier, right? Hallucinogenic Spore Staff, whatever doesn't die on turn 1 or 2 will be berserked unless they're immune to physical damage. Alternatively, Annihilator Staff will basically guarantee that no one's 100% physically immune unless they have fire immunity as well. And there's so many more ticks of damage going off. We could also re-roll, because I think the funniest thing to do is to find a duplication shrine. Nothing is funnier than a duplication shrine. But Annihilator Staff is close. Dying to Death Touch is funnier. We do need health. I will admit, I'm low. And I do need to grab, like, a blink or a teleport. Anything, really. Alright, I want to duplicate a shrine. I really do. So I'm gonna reroll in the hopes of seeing that. Annihilator Staff, I'm very sorry. I want you. I really do. Ghost Fire, Chastisement, Fragile Fragility, Frozen Fragility, Fragile Fragility. I already got a hat. Yeah, the game is definitely throwing a lot of great stuff at me, and it is making me not take health ever. But, thanks to the fact that I did not find a duplication shrine, I kind of put myself in a position where I have to go here. So, hallucinogenic spore staff it is. Now, it's poison-resistant things. That's where our problem shows up. But every flame maw, if they don't die, will be berserked. Floating giant skulls won't be berserked. You know, poison-immune people are the problem. Little jerks. Acid fumes. It's only one target every turn. I like it in theory. Yeah, this is the trickier one because there's a lot of poison resistance. So flame maws won't be berserk. But they'll probably just die. 3,000 hit points, 3,500. Takes double damage from Holy. They only have 36 hit points, and they're not immune to physical. I think all the flame maws might just die. And there was no heart anywhere else, right? Like, if there's nothing I want a heart. Yeah, I want a heart. Well, let's make sure we're okay, shall we? I had an arcane pass on there. If we hit the big spider, who has basically the same amount of health as a tree, but no resistances. Yep, every flame maw just disappears. Every skull disappears. Do do do. Hey, buddy. Never mind what I said. I mean, you weren't wrong. Like, the matchup was bad, but math... like, quick math was like, alright, every flame maw dies on turn 1. All the skulls die on turn 1. Like, most of the problem just goes away really, really fast. Hex Specialist. Shock Valley Hypocrisy. Hex Specialist is a pretty fun grab, right? If something takes physical damage, they will receive poison. Hex Specialist means... Nah, we burn away the poison really fast. Nah, it's not that fun. It's fine, but it's not that good. Could be better, could be better. Anamiki. Whoa, melting armor counts as a debuff? Oh, never mind. That is actually very good then. And that would have so many stacks of it. My goodness. Alright, yeah. Yeah, Hex Specialist. Only 600 health. See, this is scary. Like, this is where I'm a little worried. Death Chiller. And we don't have a huge pool of health to pull from. All the same, though, I think I'll be alright. 600 health, 500 health. It's true, they will be berserked. Except for masked wizards, but not the most horrible one. I might grab it and cast on Slimy Mechanomancer. This'll go, but no, immune to poison. Maybe I go for the camp first. This is like the least threatening camp in the game. I won't be taking 150 damage on turn 1, that's for sure. Soul Tax. Alright, most stuff is berserked. He somehow managed to do that. What the hell did they blow up and do 86 damage when they were frozen? No! Damage to a wizard. The Death Chiller got me. How? What died? Damage to enemies. Yeah, he has Icy Vengeance, but I froze time. I'm trying to figure out how that happened in one turn. In the middle of a turn. I didn't cast any spells. Alright, turn 1. I gotta deconstruct how I died. I just wasted the greatest run of my life. So I cast Soul Tax, which set everyone off to be berserked. The guy in front of me spawned a bunch of slimes, but must have blown things up that were poisoned. But what could have been poisoned? Wish I could look at the log right now. So we cast Soul Tax, Disintegrator went off. Icy Vengeance hit a bunch of people. Everything that wasn't poison immune. But how did they get poisoned? No, wait. So I cast my spell, everything got hit. I cast the stopwatch, and that's when it procced Explosive Spore Manual. Explosive Spore Manual is the end of the turn, right? Yeah, Wound Rot. Poisoned. I guess I was thinking that would happen on turn 1, not on turn 2. And that's why I was surprised. Because I figured I did my... Yeah, Combust is sorcery. Yep, its damage feeds into more Disintegrator. Which caused more poison, which caused another wave of explosions. Instantly. Devastating, yeah. And then, for the most part, things died and we got Death Chillered. Had I grabbed Blink to blink out instead, I still think I would have died, wouldn't I? Like, the Death Chillers, I don't think I could have gotten out of range with Blink. God damn. That's a bummer. What's going on, Iron? Well, all the same, a very fun run, despite the fact that it was a losing run. Just because, like, I love Explosive Spore Manual. There's so many fun things you could do with it. Yeah, like, if I'm in range here, and I manage to grab Blink, like, I think this, maybe this is the furthest I could have gotten away. And that's not far enough to prevent the Death Chiller effect, I don't think. Hmm. I should have just gone to a different floor. Or started further away and just dealt with the death chillers. You know what? No. The simple answer is I should have started with the golden stopwatch. That should have been turn 1. That way, we didn't have to worry as much. And then instead of being next to a man that generates a lot of slimes that are perfect for death chiller, I could have been down here dealing with this guy, generating my damage and procs off of him. That was the mistake. Still, I was overconfident. I don't think even if I had like 250 health, I still would have died there. Rough. But all the same, very fun. I like that run. I'm gonna BRB.